No, it's on the preview.
So it didn't download?
No, it's there. Then you press view and then full screen. Enter full screen. I'll borrow this. Okay. Well, I guess I can put this up. All right. Ready? Okay. Good evening. My name is MacKensie Lee, and I am a volunteer with Art Inspired this semester. And newsletters are an extremely powerful tool. They allow us to connect with donors, connections in the community, and establish ourselves as a voice in our field. And I've learned firsthand by doing this project that it's a lot harder to do a newsletter for an organization that you don't work for full time, because I do our organization's newsletter on a monthly basis, and it's a lot easier to sit down and create your content. But this is a great exercise and very relevant because I learned firsthand how to be able to take on the voice of another organization. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about the newsletter that I did for Art Inspired. This is the top of the newsletter on the component. So I'm going to run through each of the 5 components that were in the newsletter briefly. Art Inspired has a lot of great things going on. The first one was Celebrate the Season. It's an event coming up this Saturday, so if you all are interested, you're more than welcome to go. The public on this portion was everyone. Art Inspired actually collects emails, and so they have a database of people that come into their store that write their name down, or their art walk, they drop it off while they're there. So this event is an opportunity for people to be able to go and learn and celebrate and have a great time of Christmas season. The purpose of this was to get more people to come on board and to purchase their tickets. The next component is a profile feature by featuring Jason Matthews, the general manager of Art Inspired. The audience for this component was everyone connected with Art Inspired, because Art Inspired has a great community. That's something I've learned by working with them. So just touching base with them and giving them more of a story behind the face of their organization, because Jason has his hand in everything. He's a very busy guy, and that leads to my challenge with this portion. He is very hard to get a hold of, and I've kind of struggled this semester working with them because they have so many great things going on. He is so busy, and he's also very humble as well. So if you ask him about himself, he directs the conversation always back to Art Inspired. So doing a feature on him was a learning experience. I had to coach him through and explain the purpose and explain how people would learn more about the man behind the organization. The third component of my organization is an interesting House bill that's actually been proposed, pre-filed as of December 1st, because the House will go back into session on January 6th. So they're actually taking new bills that are proposed for Missouri. So this is an interesting bill. The purpose of this is to really work with the people that have family members with developmental disabilities that are involved with Art Inspired, to let them know that this proposed bill could potentially help their family members to have a better opportunity for education in the future. It's really going to it's proposing to form a committee to be able to evaluate our existing regulations and laws for education and school systems for disabilities. So it's very relevant to this audience, and a lot of the people connected with Art Inspired are obviously there because they have a connection with disabilities. The fourth update I did, and the pictures you've seen, I've taken a lot of the pictures working with them this semester. They have amazing things going on, but they don't have a lot of visuals, which is unfortunate because they are such a visual organization. This update was about the art walk I went to last Friday. So the audience for this piece was really anyone that didn't go to the event. But the purpose is not just to convince someone to go next month to Art Walk. The purpose is to convince them to go to visit the exhibit for the rest of the month of December, because they'll be featuring work done by students with disabilities for the whole month of December. So, and on my presentation as well, I've only included little snippets of what was actually in the newsletter. A challenge with this is that, once again, people were busy because they were planning events, so I just had to go and do it. So I took pictures, I interviewed people as I was there, just kind of inserted myself into the environment to try to get the best I could get because they do have so many fantastic things going on. The fifth and final component is a blog post from my perspective working with the organization. The audience is really, once again, everyone connected, this community that belongs to Art Inspired. A big challenge was the fact that I wanted to make this universal. I started off with an intriguing intro. I tried to make it a story format, but then as I got farther into it, I made it more into what is Art Inspired. Kind of a mission moment for the people reading the newsletter. Something I enjoyed putting together to kind of close out this semester. So this semester has been inspiring for me in many ways. Art Inspired really stands up for the things that are normally thrown away, whether it's their products, creating stone paper art, or if it's employing people that don't otherwise have an opportunity. And I've been really fortunate to get to learn from them and see firsthand how they do stand up and make things inspiring that others would overlook. So thank you.